Hello, Bill speaking.
Hi, this is Paul Delisle from the band Smashmouth.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. Really glad that you guys are coming to South Florida. In 23 years of covering bands, I've never seen Smash Mouth, and you guys are like the ultimate party band.
Yeah, looking forward to it. We're coming to, how do you pronounce it, Dania Beach.
Yeah, Dania Beach, actually. Yeah, I think you're actually the grand opening performers. They just did a $60 million renovation and built a whole brand new venue. So you guys are the groundbreakers.
Oh, all right, cool.
Awesome. I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I just wanted to know, as a kid growing up, did you know that you wanted to be a musician, or did you have your sights like any other kid, wants to be a astronaut, police officer, fireman?
um, well, I was always a musician. I was always interested in music. I didn't think a career in music was realistic. Um, my dad wanted me to be a pilot. He was an airline pilot, and I flew for a while, but it wasn't for me. I went to college and stuff, but I just kind of fell into to music. I just kind of started making a living at it in cover bands, and then when I met Greg and all his brilliant songwriting, I thought maybe give this a chance,
Yeah.
and it worked.
Now, growing up, who are some of the bands that maybe you listened to or idolized that maybe helped shape your bass playing sound?
Oh man, I'm gonna age myself here. Aerosmith, Van Halen, Ed Nugent, all the rockers. Foghat, Led Zeppelin. Then I discovered punk rock, and those bands have to go away for a while.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a product of 1970, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Now,
I liked, and I was always drawn to the bass guitar. I always listened to the bass. Tom Hamilton from Aerosmith, Michael Anthony from Van Halen. I was just, my ears were just drawn to the bass for some reason.
well, the one song that really gets me with the bass is Stevie Wonder's "Superstitious."
Oh yeah, it's very good.
That opening bass line, man, it's just unbelievable. And I've tried to play it, never gonna happen.
And speaking of James Jamerson, the Motown bass player, he was a big influence on me too. He was so good.
Now, as a bass player, are you self-taught, and do you play any other instruments?
I am self-taught. I took a couple lessons when I was like 13, but my mom took me out of them because I didn't know it. But my teacher was like drunk all the time. But I had already learned enough from him, and once I got the basics, I was kind of like, I'll take it from here. And yes, I do play other instruments. I play guitar, but I played bass first. Unlike most bass players, I didn't start on guitar, I started right on bass. And I played drums, just well enough to record my own songs.
Exactly. Now, you do backing vocals in the band as well.
I do, yes.
Now,
Yes.
now, as a bass player and a vocalist, technically, do you do anything to maintain your voice before a show?
Well, not really. Before we go on, I just kind of scream a little bit and make sure everything's working right,
Yeah.
But I don't really do like any vocal warm-ups. I just kind of, just we never really did any of that like vocal warm-ups or group hugs or anything like that. We weren't.
Now, you said you had mentioned the possibility, your dad wanting you to go and be a pilot. If you weren't as successful as you are as a musician, what do you think you might be doing to earn a living? And before becoming a professional musician, did you have any odd jobs that you did?
Oh yeah, I had all kinds of, that's a good question. I think about that a lot. I actually talked to my parents, but like, what the hell was I going to do? Or I graduated from college with a degree in radio, television, and film. So I worked at like Viacom Cablevision, and but I was the very bottom rung of the ladder or whatever.
Sure.
And like I said, I'm not sure what I would have done because music just kind of found me back then when I first started. You know, in San Jose here, you could make a living as a cover band musician. You know, a pretty good living.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started making more money at night than I was during the day. So it kind of
it's a no-brainer.
kind of made for me.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
So yeah, but that's it. I was lucky in that sense, and you know, I struggled for many years. But like I said, once I met Greg and his songwriting, you know, I thought my chances, you know, increased dramatically because these songs were just so good. Yeah, but I never thought this would happen. No.
Well, you're very fortunate, I tell you. Finally, what is next for you personally and for Smash Mouth?
Well, personally, I'm still living in Campbell here with my 6-year-old daughter. She's the focus of my life.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Smash Mouth goes, our live album, I think it's called, it's on Sony, I think they call it Playlist or something, comes out in April, which I'm really excited about because, you know, we talked about making live albums before. We have a bunch of live recordings, but these recordings that they captured, we recorded them about a year and a half ago. One was in South Dakota City, and the other was in Manila, the Philippines.
Oh,
they
nice.
captured 2 great shows. So I'm really glad that this is the representation of our live show because they really captured it, and I can't wait for people to hear it.
Well, we're certainly going to look forward to it, and I want to thank you so much, Paul, for your time and consideration in doing this interview today. I'm sure you're a very busy guy, and we look forward to seeing you in literally a few days. And can we come back and say hello?
Okay, absolutely.
All right, wonderful. I look forward to it. Hey, safe travels to you and the boys. We'll see you soon.
Okay, thanks, man.
Thanks. Later, Paul.